Hey guys, today we're going to talk about our next transformation rule, which is called a reflection. Now that's when a figure, or a polygon, is flipped over a line of reflection, which is just a line that's on the graph. Now I have the word line in quotes because you're not actually going to be able to see the line all the time, but you're going to have to imagine that the line's there, and then you're going to flip it over that line it tells you. Now I'm going to do a couple of examples about over the x and the y axis, okay? So this first example I have is we're going to reflect over the x-axis. I've given you a triangle, ABC, and it wants us to reflect it over the x-axis. So the first thing that I want you to do is know where the x-axis is. Well, hopefully we know that this is the x-axis. So what we're going to do is we're essentially taking this figure and we're going to flip it over the axis this way. Now, the easiest way to do this is you are just going to take each vertex or each point that makes up the polygon, and you're going to count how far away it is from the line of reflection, and then you're going to go ahead and just count on the other side of the line those same units, right? So, for example, point A right here, we're going to count from the x-axis because that's the line it wants us to reflect over. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 units away from the line we're reflecting it over. So now I'm going to start at the line and just count 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces away, and that's going to be where A prime goes. So B is 1 unit away. So from the line, we're going to go down 1 unit, and that's where B prime is. And then C is 1, 2, 3 units away. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 units away on the other side of the line, and that's where my C prime is. And I'm just going to go ahead and connect my dots, and there is my image reflection. Okay, so now let's go ahead and just look at the rule that's happening. So the coordinates of A prime are going to be 0, -4. The coordinates of B prime are 2, -1. And the coordinates of C prime are 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So 4, -3. Now I'm going to go ahead and write the coordinates of A, B, and C real quick, just so we can kind of find this rule. So A was at 0, 4. B was at 2, 1, and C was at 4, 3. So I hope you can see after writing these points out that the only point that's going to change between our image and our pre-image is our y values. All of our y values became negative. So when we're reflecting over the x-axis, the rule is that every y coordinate turns into a negative y. All right, let's do an example of reflecting over the y-axis. So we're going to do the same thing, but the line we're reflecting over this time is the line that goes up and down, so our y-axis. So we're going to do the same thing, though. We're still just going to count. We're just counting left and right instead of up and down. So let's look at, this is probably the weirdest one, okay, is y. So the coordinates of y here are 0, -1. It's 0 distance away from the line we're reflecting over, so it's just going to stay where it is. So that's going to stay y prime. Okay, now let's go to w. So w is at 3, -1. That's 1, 2, 3 units away from the y-axis. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 units away on the other side. So this is where w prime is going to stay. And then we have, let's go to x. So x is 3 units away from my y-axis, 1, 2, 3, or that line of reflection. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 spaces. So that point right there is going to become, x prime. And then we have our point z, which is now covered up by x. So let's go the other way. That is, again, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 the other way. And this is going to be z prime. And now we're just going to connect all of our dots. So it's okay that these dots and the vertexes and the shape overlap, that might be what it looks like, but that's just what it looks like if you just reflect it or flip it over that y-axis. So that blue shape is our reflected image. So let's go ahead and write the coordinates for all of our new points. So x prime is going to be at -3, -4. W prime is going to be at, let's see, -3, -1. Y prime is at 0, -1. Remember, that one didn't change. And then z prime, last but not least, is going to be at 3, -4. And let's go ahead and write the original points next to it so that we can find the rule. So x was originally at 3, -4. W was originally at 3, -1. Y was originally at 0, -1. And z was originally at -3, -4. So when we're reflecting over the y-axis, right, you can see we're going to the left or to the right. So that would mean a change on our x-coordinates. So you can see all of my x-coordinates are simply going to, again, change sign. So the rule when we're reflecting over our y-axis is that our x values are going to become negative.